left, and Mohamed Hussein, the Tanzanian international, wearing the number 15 for Simba, and captaining the away side this evening. We do have video assistant referees in place now. Tunisia and from Senegal keeping across all the action. Nothing will escape their eager eyes. Simba, the runners-up in the Tanzanian League last season, unchanged from the first leg, which they won by 1-0. Solitary goal from Jean Baleke deciding that game. Look out for him leading the Simba attack this evening. The centre forward from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And one of the players supporting him, the Zambian international Cletus Shama, who has scored 5 times in the competition this season. It may be a 3-man defence for Simba as well. It may be a back 4. We'll keep an eye on that as the evening develops. Sadly, the skipper, Mohamed Hussein, will be somewhere across that back line. He is a left back, really, so either as an orthodox left full back or as a left-sided centre back in a 3. Will Simba match Wydad's formation? We'll see how things develop in the course of the game. Stunning backdrop here in Casablanca. They are ready to get things underway. It's Wydad who set the ball rolling as they look to come from behind in this quarter-final tie after their 1-0 reverse last week in Dar es Salaam, when they were unable to breach the Simba defence. They need to keep things tight at the back this evening, avoid conceding what could be a very costly away goal, and hope to have the quality to break down the Simba defence at the other end. Expect them to come flying over the traps. The early ball into the middle, turned away by Onyango. Of course, North African clubs have dominated the CAF Champions League for a long time. Casablanca Giants, Cairo, Tunisian and Algerian teams have all been at the forefront in the Champions League. Simba are hoping to emerge as a major force on the continental stage themselves. Be a massive signal sent by them if they could come through this tie. Juan Carlos Garrido is the man in charge of the reigning African champions. 54-year-old Spaniard appointed in late February to replace Mehdi Nafti after a disappointing showing from Wydad at the FIFA Club World Cup on home soil. Well, it is deafening, the whistles and cheers from the home support when Simba are on the ball. The referee blew his whistle, and the indication is that you couldn't hear the whistle because of the whistles from the crowd, which in fairness are deafening. Flighted forward by Abu Fat. Centre line Dunga. This is Hussein, the captain. Set forward one in the air by the Wydad defender, and it does look like Simba are not going to have it easy trying to settle into the game under Albertinho. They, like Wydad, recently changing coach. Albertinho appointed at the beginning of January after leaving the Ugandan club Vipers. Elasuni. Played forwards for Youssef Yana. Behind end for the goal kick. Vuta. Well, it's a cauldron this for any visiting team, and especially on such a big occasion. There's no question that having home advantage was something that we'd had made the most of in the final last year, of course. Not many teams come here and get a result. Kuvute, the number 38, featured prominently in the first leg for Simba. Free kick given. Right in front of the Simba coach, agree with the decision by the referee. Allah playing it short to his captain Jabran. And the ball forwards, watched behind by the Simba goalkeeper. It's an acid test this for the Tanzanian visitors in this kind of atmosphere. Of course, they're no strangers to play in big games. Mentioned that they already played here this season against Raja Casablanca. Lost 3-1 here on match day 6 of the group stage, as they finished behind Raja in Group C. Simba with 9 points from their 6 games, won 3, lost 3. Bit of a strange group campaign it was for them. Featuring a 7-0 win against Oroya of Guinea. Otherwise, they struggled to put the ball in the net. And the referee bringing that ball back. A reminder to follow all the action. The hashtag TotalEnergiesCAFCL on all CAF's digital platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, to keep up to date with everything happening. 3 matches to come tomorrow, finishing with Raja Casablanca against Al Ahly, of course. Simba coming forward, a decent ball into the middle, headed away by Yaya Atiyat Allah. Pressure still on here. Second attempt at the cross, it will be a corner. Benayada does not agree with that decision.
Tibazonkiza. Burundi. Tibazonkiza.
The first cross and the header away.
Unajua kuna akili tulikuwa pia ukikosea tu.
Corner played short. Give it away. Well, this is a chance for Vuta to hit on the break here. Bukra.
Yani pumbavu kabisa.
They'll settle for the free kick, and the referee will produce the first yellow card again.
Wewe chama ungepiga kule kulipotea kupiga. Wewe ulikuwa unampasia. Labda ndo mazoezi mfanye hivi.
Enters Shama. Cautions. Not too much doubt about that one. Zambian will be walking a tightrope for the rest of the evening. Ball played forwards. Picked up by Bukra. Cleared away by Kapombe. Maybe just need to calm things down a little bit. It's always danger for a home team in such an atmosphere. Want to start by coming flying out of the blocks, but things can maybe be a bit frantic, a bit too frantic at times. Sometimes they need cool heads. Juan Carlos Garrido, very animated on the touchline, talking to the fourth official. Alasuni wasn't quite what he wanted to do. Collected by Shama. Lifted forward by Shama, dealt with by Abul Fat. It's going to be a throw to the away team. Dakika and Raja Casablanca are both through in the quarter-finals of the competition, both of them trailing after the first legs. Raja beaten 2-0 away by last season's beaten finalists Al Ahly. It's a tougher test for them to turn that one around. Vuta with just the one goal to overturn. High hanging cross comes in, awkward one for the home defence. The shot takes a touch on its way through. Kibu's effort. Well, is he suggesting that struck an arm on its way? No question of anything wrong with that. It was intelligent defending, the arms behind the back to avoid any temptation for the officials to give anything should it strike the arm. Second corner of the game though to Simba. Swinging ball headed away.
Mechi yenye pressure yanakajinafi. Wameshinda ugenini ukaje kufungwa nyumbani. Hapo unajua tu hapa lote linaweza kutokea.
35-year-old veteran.
Mechi ngumu. Wala sio kuweka pressure. Hiyo ukijiwekea pressure unajipa shida bila sababu. Yaani mechi kama hii angalia relax. Nakwambia.
Ni mtanange mkali huo.
Sana.
Kwanza na free pressure najiwekea. Napiga nyoka mapenzi.
Mimi na tabia moja. Nikishajihisi hiyo mechi ina pressure sana.
Relax.
Nafanya vitu vingine na sikiliza tu matokeo baadaye. Kwa mfano mimi sio dada, mimi mechi ya Rivers United.
Yeah.
Nimeanza kuangalia kipindi cha
Yes.
baada ya kusikia
Ndio.
kuna goli limefunga. Baada ya kuona half time bila ndio nikapata nguvu ya kwenda kuangalia mechi.
Yes.
Hapa nyumbani. Nikawasha TV nikaanza kufuatilia. Kufunga goli la kwanza ndio mpira ukanoga kwa. Eneo waida ya hata kutulia wajatulia.
Ya bado hawajatulia.
Wanacheza kwa tension sana.
Throw and take it by Kapombe.
Ya karibu kila mmoja na jihami yani kwa nguvu.
Simba, not the reigning Tanzanian champions. They did make it through to the group stage, unlike their local rivals, young Africans who won the domestic title last season, who are still involved in the Confederation Cup, through to the quarter-finals in that, and have the second leg to come this weekend against Rivers United of Nigeria. Chance for the shot from range. Well, it would have needed something very special indeed to find a target from that sort of distance. First time attempt on the half volley. Particularly convincing defending, but no trouble. Juma in the away goal, the shot from Ayman El Asuni. Now then, referee stopping play here to allow for treatment. Jabran, who's gone down holding his right shoulder. Jabran, who is the Wuta skipper, a huge star in African football, just sent to the floor in that aerial challenge.
Kimbembe kweli kweli.
Well, you can talk about big matches,
kama mwenye
big
mainjinia mtakachua
atmospheres around the
simenti ya
world.
jukwaa.
The Classico in Spain, the Derby Navy, Paris Saint-Germain, Marseille in France, Boca Juniors, River Plate in Argentina, the Old Firm Derby in Glasgow. Atmosphere inside the stadium. They do not come much more passionate and noisy than games here in Casablanca at the Mohammed V Stadium. When Wydad Dordi Raja Casablanca are in action, it's the fans in red and white making the noise this evening. 14 minutes in, their team yet to trouble the Simba goalkeeper, just trying to settle into this game. Sense that they wanted to come out and start really strongly. Haven't managed to do that just yet anyway. Saif Eddin Bukra couldn't get at the end of that ball. There is Jabrani, 31-year-old pillar of the Wydad team. One of course, a number of players in the Wydad starting lineup tonight who started last season's final. Even of the goal hero in last season's final, Zuhair El-Wuta. Both goals in the win against Al-Ahly. He is only on the bench this evening. Some injury problems that could be in here. Well, the shot from Sambu, brilliantly tipped around the post by Ali Salim Juma. The Wydad coach again demonstrating with the fourth official. Great ball played through, and Sambu getting in between the two defenders. Simba wanted a free kick. Didn't seem to be much in it, and Uli Junior Sambu, I feel he should have scored. Let's give it the whole fans a big lift up. Busefian just hold it up. Come back away to
Simba.
Abul Fat striding out of the defence and winning the free kick. One point later, Shama, who remember is on a yellow card. Went out to Busefian. Gets the cross in, watched all the way. Ali Salim Juma collects it. It's not, by the way, Simba's first choice goalkeeper. Filling in at the moment because of injuries. Throw into the away team. 16 minutes gone here. Kapombe. Picked up by Busefian, who sets off on the run, a bit of space.
Sasa unamwacha mpaka wewe unafuatana naye tu anaenda. Wakati mwingine bora ulege kadi.
Near side here for Saif Eddin Bukra. He's got El Asuni on the overlap, and it's really good defending.
Ametumia staili nzuri mpaka mpira unatoka nje.
Safari moja alimkaba Mayele mpaka Mayele anatoka anafanya sabo na msindikizo. Mechi iliyopita inafuata alimnyosha mpaka Inonga anatoa sasa ndo Mayele anamsindikiza. Akasema yeye za mkazaro.
Naam. Hawa ni wasanii hawa.
Who was penalised. Senzola played a free kick back to his goalkeeper. Hasn't had anything to do yet. Youssef El-Fati. So,
mechi hii ngumu kama hivi itakuwa mkali sana.
Ndio.
Wydad has Senzola
Unagawa kadi alafu kuna sehemu sasa unatakiwa utoe kadi. Tayari ana njano. Unafanya
playing as the fullback, Shabran controlling the midfield in front of that defence. Benayada coming forward here. Puli Junior Sambu waiting for the cross in the middle. Disappointing delivery from Hussein Benayada, the Algerian international.
Kabisa, yani game ukiona ukihisi una pressure nayo usiangalie kama mwingine, afu unasikilizia tu matokeo.
Simba will be very pleased with the way
ndio huwa anachofanya.
Kwa sababu hivi wananyukwa unashuhudia kama mzazi anavyoona mwanae anapigwa mawe. Yani mzee wangu mechi zilikuwa zikifikia penalty kama kombe la dunia na pressure inapanda, anaenda kulala, anasema yani anaondoka kabisa, yani anaumwa, yani pressure inapanda kabisa. Sasa mtanipa matokeo kesho.
Puli Junior Sambu is one of the new faces, and what a part he's played in this campaign for Wydad as they look to defend their Champions League crown and, of course, the domestic title. 22-time Moroccan champions, albeit they are currently second in the domestic league, and there's a real danger that they're going to miss out on the title this time. Maybe distracted by their defence of the Champions League title.
Yani wangetulia, wangefanya kitu.
Na ukiwapiga tu goli moja au
kabisa. Watulie tu. Waseto, lakini ukicheza kwa pressure. Yes.
Kuvute forward. Through to Youssef El Moti. Another team playing with their first choice goalkeeper because of injury problems. Bukra. Saifeddin Bukra playing on the left of the attack for Wydad this evening. El Assouni running into trouble. Chance here for Kibu to drive forward for Simba. Urged on by his coach, Robertinho. Showing lots of energy in his technical area here this evening.
Kibu Dennis.
Last touch to this.
it's already.
Played out by the defender. It's cool and dry here in Casablanca this evening. It's going to be a warm and sunny weekend. Whether the Wydad fans will be of a sunny disposition depends on the result of this game. Long ball forwards, looking for the target man, picked up by Shomari Kapombe. El Assouni working hard to win it back. Saifeddin Bukra. Good ball worked out to Hussein Benayada on the right here. Tries the early ball into the box. Josh Onyango made a bit of a hash of the clearance. We don't get the first corner of the game. The noise levels are turned up again.
Mwapiga wanaendelea kushangilia tu. Sisi tunakata tamaa kabisa na watu wanavunjika moyo. Amenuna. Hizo
na wale hawajui kunywa. Watu wanapashaga lakini bado
bado. Hapa na namrekodia atatazama hii mechi baadaye, yani sasa itarusha YouTube baadaye. Nimerekodi dakika zote.
Anashindwa kuenjoy mpira.
Anahitaji pombe. Vipi? Tumepigwa? Lala. Wanamchezea Mayere. Staili ya Mayere ile. Lala.
Ani goli la kijinga la kizembe kabisa.
There is that explosion of noise and color.
Basi wewe ni umetabiri, una unabii. Ulitoa unabii kwamba hapa bana hii mechi ngumu. Wewe tusubirie tuone.
Yaani anapiga kichwa na watu wawili. Onyango yuko pale pale.
Return ball into the penalty box, causing all kinds of problems.
Onyango yuko pale pale.
Just getting his head to it, and the bounce doing for Ali Salim Juma in the Simba goal. He really should have saved that.
Onyango na goalkeeper wake.
Buli Junior Sombu. Worrying about any goalkeeping mistakes. It is his goal. It is his 18th for the club since arriving from Giraffe in his homeland last August. In to replace Vuta, who departed from Saudi Arabia after top scoring in the Vuta last season, and Junior Sambu is proving to be the perfect replacement.
Amerikata.
Wanasikilizana bado kwa
Goal confirmed. Suspect they were just watching.
Mpigwa na dakika 25 hivi.
The boxes, the players were jostling for that high ball. After what was not a great start to the game for Wydad, they have the breakthrough. Jalal Daudi caught here. It's fair to say that the Wydad players with their fans behind them will be doing whatever they can to gain an advantage this evening.
Yeah.
Just caught a little bit late by Saidi.
Alipita naye.
That defensive header which put the Simba backline under pressure ended up being the assist for the goal. Buli Junior Sombu scoring it. And this stadium is rocking.
Yani amemwagika, utafikiri nchi nzima iko uwanjani wa Morocco.
60% possession for the home team so far. Just 2 attempts on goal. One of them was the goal. First ever from Buli Junior Sombu. Not counting. I think he was penalised for a push on the defender as he tried to get his shot in. Still produced a fine save from the goalkeeper on that occasion, but Juma unable to stop the header. And Simba trailing on the night. The momentum is swung towards the home team. They'll have to try to ride this storm, the away side. under pressure from Youssef El Moti. Must admit it was difficult not to think about what happened in the second round in qualifying for Wydad for back of that defeat last weekend. Wondering whether they could turn this tie around. Remember, in order to make it to the group stage, they had to come past the Nigerian champions Rivers United. They lost 2-1 away in the first leg, despite Junior Sombu putting them in front in that game. But any fears of their chances of making the group stage blown away as they won 6-0 in the return leg here. And Junior Sombu scoring a couple of goals in that game. Well, they're on course to turn this tie around, but it's all square at the moment. Coming up to the half-hour mark, and Simba have the free kick. Once again, deafening whistles from the home crowd here. High ball into the box. Youssef El Moti came for it and connected with two of his own defenders. I think the referee has not seen anything.
Hii mechi ngumu mwanangu, yani alafu wajamaa tunajua wazee wa fitna.
Kama Simba wangeshinda lao goli 2 au 3 Tanzania kwa mechi hii. Jamaa kawaida. Yes, Kasi.
Simply,
wasn't
too worried about.
Moja bila wana.
It's the goal again.
Okay.
Shumari Kapombe, the defender.
Wanyangu bwana pale ndio alikuwa anaruka na jamaa yani goli jepesi kweli yani.
Junior Sombu, you have to say that the goalkeeper made his attempt to save it as well.
Sawa.
Juan Carlos Garrido's team in front on the night. The Wydad coach, it's his second spell in charge. He lasted less than a year last time. He's had a spell in charge of Raja Casablanca.
Okay.
Not too far away from home. Here in Casablanca. Up towards the top of Morocco's Atlantic coast. Too far south of the capital Rabat. The largest city in Morocco by a distance, and certainly the footballing capital, if not the capital of the country itself. In fact, under a bit of pressure. Now then, Junior Sombu striking terror into Inokinonga. He's panicking a little bit, but he recovered well. Simba will look to build again. They just need to try to stay calm here. Samira Yassin. Back to Hussein. Without regaining possession again.
Simba wamepanic, yes. Hapa
doing really well.
watafungwa mengi. Yani unafikiri wasipo lile huyu ndiye aliyeumiza wakati ule.
Tena ameruka na nani kwa nani? Wewe nani anaita?
Tunaona ni jitihada za golikipa tu ndo zimeokoa goli ya. Nenda sasa. Kuvute.
The defenders throwing themselves at that ball to make the block.
Natamani kwenda uwanjani.
Jabran, the captain, in there as well.
Gara walijajenga. Nishapiga shida kweli.
To avoid conceding a second goal before half time. You would wonder then if they could really come back from that. Inoki Nonga turning it to his central defensive colleague Onyango. Ala recovered well, but clearance falling straight to a red shirt. And that ball collected by Youssef El Mouti. Vuta goalkeeper playing it early towards Boussafian. Wydad 1, Simba 0. Ngumu with the goal just past the midway point in the first half. Another one by Kibu, cleared away by Asen Zola. Nice breathless stuff here. There's a shot from Tiba Zonkiza. Zola blocked it and was then taken out by his central defensive partner Amin Abu Fat. Possibility that both teams would play with 3 centre-backs and wing-backs this evening, but it does look like both are playing with slightly more orthodox 4-man defences, albeit of all the full-backs, Hussein Ben Ayada on the right-hand side for Wydad has got forward the most. Kapombe, free kick given to Wydad. Wydad's big victory here against Rivers United in the second round of qualifying. In the group stage itself, they had 4 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat. That came in Algeria against GS Kabylie. Won all their home games in the group stage. 1-0 against Vuta Club of Kinshasa. 1-0 against Petro of Luanda, and 3-0 against GS Kabylie. So scoring against Wydad here is something that no visitor has managed to do in the Champions League this season. Of course, Al Ahly couldn't find a way past them in the final here last year. If it stays this way, we'll be headed to penalties.
Ana midadi huyo dadi. Okoa jahazi. Sasa je?
Referee allowing play to continue. Jabran under pressure.
Pende.
Simba come again. Titus Shama with the pass and the shot which loops over the bar with the aid of a deflection. It is frantic stuff as we head towards half-time.
Udogo ndo nani? Na Kanuti. Okay, Kanuti.
Titus Shama heading across to
Sadio Kanuti.
A super goal. So much.
Deal, okay. Kanuti. Sadio.
Shama's ball in the head.
Yes,
really awkward one for the Wydad defence. There was like a moment of panic at the back. Junior Sambu is not at all happy about something here.
Kipa alitokaje kule anataka kumwataki.
Defenders are maybe not too happy with him for not being close enough to the Simba player as he went to win the header. Yusuf El Mouti surviving in a Wydad goal. Poor kick out from him. Atia Allah shut down by Kibu.
Nasikia hicho kimbembe hicho kwa kama Tabora Boys na Mirambo wakicheza. Mirambo wakishangilia mpaka unasema hapa kazi.
Away by Onyango, the Kenyan. There is Yusuf El Mouti. Did he do himself some damage taking that kick? I think he might have done, just grimaced as he went to strike the ball. Then a third straight Champions League game because of the injury to Tanya Uti. Played the last few games in the domestic league as well. Allah looking it across to Jabran. Simba playing it forward, looking to link up with Hisham Boussefian. They've had most joy on the right flank this evening, Wydad. Benayada caught by Samira Yassin. Vuta sending it downfield, but that will run through to the Simba goalkeeper. They look nervous on the Wydad bench, smiles in the stands.
Warau nimechukua kipindi chote cha kwanza, dakika 45 kwanza za maumivu. Inshallah tusubiri kipindi cha pili.
Benayada returning it to Yusuf El Mouti. He's a very lively player, Kibu. His team, to be fair to them, have not been completely cowed by the atmosphere in the stadium tonight. They've stayed in this game and they're very much in this tie.
Unyango bwana, Unyango.
A little bit of a risk there.
Sawa. Lakini kitu kile kitu tafikia nenda kufunga.
Nenda kujifunga. Kitu cha wenda wazimu. Unapiga mpiga shuti anaenda kuvuka. Kwani watu si wanajifunga namna hiyo? Tunafikia tunampatia pasi goalkeeper, kumbe kaangalia pembeni, basi goli linaingia.
Masudi, high ball forward, went for safe Eddie Vuta to pick up on the left here. Great run by Atia Allah, ball driven across the face of goal.
Anza kufumaniza.
His cross comes off from the side.
Good, unaona hapa hakukuwa na mtu.
Flapping at that one. Says the referee. The shot from Bukra. It was heading towards the top corner, but collected by the goalkeeper. An easy save, but certainly when he comes off in half-time, he will be thinking about the header from Vuta Junior Sambu that he let through the opening goal. Robertinho, the well-travelled Brazilian coach of the away team, and a bundle of energy on the touchline. High ball forward, collected by Youssef El Botti. And that is more commanding goalkeeper, but he is in a little bit of pain, the Wydad keeper.
Dakika za Dar es Salaam kipindi cha pili,
With the shot. Well struck, but just a little bit too high. Simba are retaining a threat when they do get forward this evening. It's a tie that is in the balance as Jalal Daoudi plays it forward, away by Kuvute, pushed all the way by Zola.
Simba
A bit more composure needed from both teams, I think, as the game goes on, given that the stakes are so incredibly high. Of course, that is easier said than done.
Muda umeisha, kipindi cha kwanza kinaelekea kuisha sekunde chache za mwisho, chache tu. Hali ni ngumu kwa Simba. Sasa kapata wameremewa kabisa, yani mwishoni hapa. Astaghfirullah. My God. Oh la la.
Cleared in the air by Kapombe. Simba hanging on. Maybe just about time for one more ball into the box here. Vuta.
Yeah, my God, I say.
One goal this first half. That was the main thing. I think that we wanted to make sure they did before the interval came along. Cancel out Simba's advantage from the first leg. They've done that. Simba have arguably been just as dangerous as the home team this evening. But Vuta Junior Sambu has had the best chances. He's taken one of them. Was he held back there? Referee is in contact with the VAR here. There is the possibility of a penalty. The Wydad fans sense that. Penalty not given, and half-time whistle goes here, and the Simba players surrounding the referee. They trail on the night thanks to the goal from Vuta Junior Sambu. He's the man who thought he could have had a penalty there right at the end of the half. It's a bit of calm descent around the stands at the break here. Wydad Casablanca, Juan Carlos Garrido's team in front at half-time. They lead 1-0 on the night, but it's 1-1 on aggregate.
Angeleta mtafaruku mkubwa sana. Hali ya hewa ikichafuka nyepesi kiasi basi